This VAWatchdog.org news video is brought to you by Bergman & Moore, LLC. Former VA attorneys now fighting VA for you. Call Bergman & Moore at 877-838-2889 or on the web at vetlawyers.com.
In Washington today, some veterans turned out to fight one more battle for a new GI Bill. At a rally, they called on Congress to provide desperately needed money for education. And as Thalia Ashuras tells us, some soldiers who paid a high price in Iraq and Afghanistan are paying again when they come home.
I was holding up like this.
Right. 28-year-old Marine Todd Bowers was almost killed by this bullet still lodged in his rifle scope, a constant reminder of how narrowly he escaped death in Iraq. Home now, he's facing a much different challenge.
Yeah, I can't afford it, no ma'am.
Resuming college. He thought his GI benefits would cover the cost.
I was as surprised as I think all of America is. I hear from a lot of my friends who have not served, and even family, they say, well, you served in the military, so your college is paid for.
In fact, military recruiting ads virtually promise a college education.
Up to $71,000 for college.
It's the reason Drew Cameron signed up for the Army. But currently at the University of Vermont, he says he's struggling financially, and he's bitter.
It's not this glorious opportunity that I perceived it was and how it was sold to me.
Both men are entitled to financial help under the GI Bill, which covered all costs for World War II veterans. Almost 8 million vets benefited. But today, with expenses exploding, the value of the benefit has plummeted. Attending a public college costs an average of almost $13,000 a year. The GI Bill pays about half that amount. Was it a hard decision to say, I've got to just stop going to school?
It was very hard. It was difficult. It was embarrassing.
Todd Bowers says he had to drop out of George Washington University despite loans and part-time jobs. He's now working with a veterans group to change the GI Bill. It could happen. Momentum, including today's rally, is building in Congress for a bill that would give the same benefits enjoyed by World War II vets to those who enlisted after September 11th.
For all the people who have been saying that this is the new greatest generation, this is the easiest way for all of us to prove that.
Nearly 2 million vets are eligible for the benefit, which would cover tuition even at the most expensive in-state public university and provide stipends for housing and books.
We will always be there to answer the call to defend our nation, but we want to make sure our nation is going to be there to defend us.
Todd Bowers says no matter what, he'll finish what he started.
I may be 60 years old, but I'm going to graduate from the school.
He just hopes his country will fulfill its promises to him. Thalia Ashuras, CBS News, Washington.
VAWatchdog.org, the nation's #1 independent veterans website. On the web at VAWatchdog.org.